Imani was born on May 4th, 1999 at 7 p.m. The next morning, while a nurse was checking her, Imani made some kind of noise that caused the nurse to immediately look at us and say, "This girl is going to be a singer." Boy, was she right.
Lights, camera, action! Imani Branch! Yay!
Wait, Mommy, okay? Say lights, camera,
Action!
and presenting the most beautiful Imani branch like that.
Okay, I messed it all up, huh? All right, lights, camera, action! And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the most talented, beautiful little girl in the whole wide world, Imani Brand! Woo!
Don't you want to sit by me any day? Don't you want to sit by me any day? How come you don't talk to me when you sit by me at church? I won't decide that you want me and you. Don't you want to talk to me? Don't you want to sit by me? I don't think so. Don't you want to talk to me? Don't you want to sit by me? I don't know. Sugar pie, honey bun, sugar pie, honey bun. Now that I love you, I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. Sugar pie, honey bun, sugar pie, honey bun. Know that I love you. I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. I can't fight. We can't fly, oh, 'cause I am Superwoman. Yes, I am. Yes, she is. Superwoman with an S on my chest. Oh, yes, I'm a Superwoman. Yes, I am. Over the rainbow, way up high, there's
be. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the road. Why, oh, why can't I? Hi guys, thank you for coming. So that was the first song I ever learned. I was 7. So I thought it would be fitting that I started out with that song. And so I love cabarets because I get to do whatever I want, because it's just me. So normally it would just be singing, but I also write poetry. I started writing poetry kind of accidentally. I wrote a poem and then I went to this conference with my mom and they were having a slam poetry competition. My mom was like, "You should sign up." And I was like, "You know what, I will." And then I did. And I was the last person to write their name on the list and I won. So, yeah, so this is entitled Phoenix. This is the first slam poem that I ever seriously wrote and that won me an impromptu slam poetry contest and kind of started this love for poetry that I didn't know I had. So this is entitled Phoenix. I've decided I'm going to write down every time someone has told me they loved me. Fold them up into little paper airplanes and watch them fly off on stardust to someone who needs them. I want to take the dark stories of your past and read them. Like a scholar, search every word and hope that I find truth there, because I find it hard where I see comfort, you see pain. I want to open up the sealed vault of my heart to let you in, let you read the pages of the books I tried to burn because of my sin. Let my past be your guide. Honey, I know the road is rough, but you have to decide either life or death, love or dust, to the girl on her deathbed because she chose to be there by putting little hash marks on her wrists like dash marks in a map leading to her soul. Let my heart be a compass so that you know where to go and find rest there, because Lord knows sometimes we all need it. Sometimes you can't see it, but you can feel it like a deep ache in your bones when you can't bring yourself to pick up the phone because these four walls just don't make a home, and suddenly you hear them. And their voices are louder than your mother's, telling you she loves you, and you forget you love her too. You're stuck in the dark while everyone else plays in the sun. You're tainted, like a drop of blood that's made its home on freshly fallen snow. You know that no matter how much you dig, the snow will never be as white as before, never as pure. Maybe that's what happened to your heart. They stuck nails in the walls of your soul, and for every cruel word you've heard, they've left a hole, you know. I once heard that each star in the sky is just a hole where the light shines through. Can't that be you when you're a broken soul too? Maybe your soul is the sky filled with holes that lets your light shine. I don't know if you believe in a divine, but I do. I know it's hard to talk about, but sometimes we have to. I want to dress you up like a princess. See the wind in your hair and watch the sun kiss you gently so you can feel again. I want to put you in a tower filled with happy times and sunshine so that I always know where to find you. When it comes to you, some say they don't mind, but I'll mind you. On your darkest nights, I want to sit with you and cry with you and laugh with you. I want to turn your face to the sun, tell you how you're not the only one, let you soak it up. I want to tell you how there's a God way up and how he's so in love with you, and I am too. I'm in love with your beauty and your courage. You do things I could never do. I want to put diamonds on each wound, flowers on each scar so that people understand just how strong you are. I want to take your fragile paper heart and mend it. All the bad thoughts, end them so you can grow taller than you ever were. Have you ever heard of the phoenix? Because you remind me of her. A beautiful bird that dies but rises from the ash. I think you died somewhere in your past, but you know what? A cast is different than your skin. I want to help you grow and help you find joy in all the things you once found frightening. I want to see you strike like lightning like you used to before, because I know to you, there is so much more than they will ever know. So after I entered that poetry slam, I started writing a lot more, and those are going to be the pieces that you heard later. But after that sort of like impromptu experience, I realized I'm not afraid of anything. So I'm not afraid of anything from Songs for a New World. I mean, she swims so well, but still, she's afraid of water. So she won't go near the sea. Not me. And Katie's afraid of darkness. I mean, she sleeps and all, but still, she's afraid of darkness. So when the lights go out, she has to hold my hand. Understand, I'm not afraid of anything, be it mountains, water, dragons, dark or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me, where's the challenge if you never try? So watch me fly, I'm not afraid. And Dad is afraid of babies. I mean, he got through me, but now he's afraid of babies. 'Cause he's scared of what they'll be. Not me. And Mom is afraid of crying. She tries to hold it in, she's afraid of crying. loves me. He's afraid to trust me. He's afraid to hold me. And he'll always be. He's afraid of me. And I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm sure to win with anyone at all. I'm not afraid. After all, I'm not Okay, so this next song I first heard sung by my queen, Audra McDonald. And for those of you who don't know her, she's performed at Roger Rocca's and has won, what, 6 Tony Awards now? Like, she's amazing, I love her. But I really look up to her and admire her, and so this is my homage to Audra. This is Stars and the Moon. I'll give you stars and the moon and my soul to guide you, and a promise I'll never go. I'll give you hope to bring out all the life inside you and the strength to help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have a yacht. I'll give you stars and the moon and the open highway and the river beneath your feet. I'll give you endless dreams if you travel my way and a summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure, no strings, just a warm summer rain. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have champagne. In the bank, who had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank, and then he asked me one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay and a fern and diamond ring. And we'll be married in Spain years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, till I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon. Okay, so my second poem of the day was actually written that first day when I won that slam poetry thing. My mom and I were walking in San Francisco, and this man saw us on the street. He was like, "You are beautiful." He had some sort of accent. I don't know. He was talking to me. He was like, "You're beautiful," and I was like, "I know." He was like, "You're beautiful. What is your mix?" And I was like, "Okay, weirdly phrased. I get what you're saying, but I was walking. I was like, I have places to be, sir. I'm sorry, I don't have time to explain this to you." But then I, wrote this poem. But first, let's do this.
Imani, you just sang the song you wrote a couple minutes ago. How do you feel about it?
It was good, Mommy.
It was good.
Yes.
So, can you please explain your thinking behind this song?
Well, my thinking behind the song is that you shouldn't deny a book from its cover. That you shouldn't think, oh, she's ugly, she's mean. Or you shouldn't think that somebody's, just because they're ugly doesn't mean that they're a bad person.
Oh, so we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, huh? So what made you write about that? Why do you think that's important?
Because some people don't know about that, and they need to learn, because one day that's going to happen to them, and that's going to really hurt their heart.
Okay, so obviously I was very woke at 7. So this next poem is about being biracial and what that means, and just everyone constantly needing to know who you are, and in the end you're just kind of like, why does it matter? Race is something that we created ourselves. It's a figment of humanity, and all of the discrimination that comes along with it would never be a problem if we just see the people for who they are and not what they are. So, this is What Is Your Mix? I was born out of love, and for a long time that's all my little mind needed to know, but as we grow, we wonder. We begin to see color, the blue of the sky, the shade of hue, what society says is the difference between me and you, color. What is your mix? You asked, the question was innocent enough, but all I got was, I can't tell what you are and what you're not. We preach not to see color, but you must have forgot. Taken aback, I debated. You waited for an answer, but I didn't have one. What could I tell you? I'm a mix of two minorities, but this light skin before thee is due to a long line of young girls. Too broken, too tired, too numb, or maybe just too dumb to run from their masters, a long line of young girls, bearing children that weren't blessings from above, but burdens, a line of rape victims and products of isms. My mix is Spanish settlers invading and pillaging Mexico. This caramel latte complexion, this butterscotch barely black skin before you is a mix of generations of oppressed people. Third-class citizens, onlookers, farm workers, onlookers through a peephole, always on the outside, never ends, back of the kitchen, minimum wage cookers, generations of trying to make it. 15-hour work days, the American dream's out there, just take it. What is your mix? I guess my question for you is, why does it matter? I know that race is still a mess, a group of stars we try to gather, this is the box. Don't step out, but what do you do? If in a world of black and white, you are gray, both within and without, just fit in, don't stand out. What's that skin? I just can't figure it out. What is your mix? I'm either to this or to that. Well, I mean, she's not really black. Whoa. Hold on a minute now, let's step back. Just because you think I can pass doesn't make me not black. One drop is all it takes, yeah, we know that, but these light brights, these high yellows just think they're all that. These good-haired, freckled, small-nosed chicks so quick to pass. Girl, you think I can pass? Newsflash, these white folks don't want us either. We don't fit in boxes. No one labels us keeper. We flip flower to flower, never looking deeper, because deep down we know we really don't belong here either. What is your mix? Well, I'm glad mixed kids are in. We're fetishized. Everyone's curling their hair, tanning their skin. Our falling tendrils are trending. Our freckles have fan bases, but I am more than just a color in a rainbow of racially ambiguous faces. I am. No labels, no strings. I am not one of your neat little things that you can easily tuck away. I am not a mix of or mixed with, and I sure as hell am not your one minority friend, so you can sing with it. I am beautiful and intelligent, and yes, I am a melting pot, but it's none of your business of what you asked if my mix was. To that I say this. I'm a mix of generations of calloused hands forming power fists, a mix of the wisest of minds and the purest of hearts. I am art, gracefully hung in the gray area of race across the territorial lines between disparaging cultures. I am arms, outstretched, forming bridges between warring countries. I am peace. I am love. I am. This next song is Beyonce, because what would be an Armani show without Beyonce? She is also my queen. So this is from Lemonade, an album that I'm sure changed all of our lives. This is Love Drought. You know. Times out of 9, I know you're lying, but 9 times out of 10, I know you're trying. So I'm trying to be fair, and you're trying to be there and to care, and you're caught up in your permanent emotions. All the love that I've been giving goes unnoticed, it's just floating in the air. Looky there, are you aware that you're my lifeline? That you're trying to kill me. If I wasn't me, would you still feel me? Worst day, or am I not thirsty enough? And I don't care about the lights or the beats of my life in the dark. For the sake of you and me, only way to go is up. Skin big too tough. 'Cause you and me could move a mountain. That I've been given goes unnoticed. Tell me, what did I do wrong? Oh wait, already asked that. My bad. See, my lifeline, you try to kill me. If I wasn't you, would you still feel me? Like on my worst day, or am I not thirsty enough? And I don't care about the lights or the beams of my life in the dark. For the sake of you and me, only way to go is up. And most sisters so black, I'm what's up? Okay, so last summer I went to nationals and for speech and debate, something that I started my freshman year. And so I went to nationals and I didn't break to top 60. I came home and I was like, okay, senior year, let's do this. We gotta get a speech together. What are we gonna do? And I had some ideas. And then July came. And I'm sure a lot of you guys remember this. That was when Philando Castile got shot. There was like a series of just murders of black people, police brutality, incidents of police brutality. And I just remember, I was at my grandparents' house when it happened. And I just remember feeling devastated. And I'm like, what can I do? How do I find my voice in this? And so, I'm gonna cry thinking about it. And so I put together a speech called To Raise a Black Boy. And it's about the silenced mothers that have to bury their sons because of police brutality. And so I worked on it all summer. It was my baby, you know, I filmed it, put it on YouTube. I took it to nationals and I got 6th in the nation after not breaking the top 60. And so when I was editing my speech, I wrote a poem that you can't put your original work, but I was like, there's something missing. I need this thing. I need this thing. And so I just wrote it myself. I knew I wouldn't be able to include it, but I thought it would be good for me to just get it out on paper. And so I wrote the poem that I wish I could have put in that speech. And this is that poem. I'm gonna bring up my friend, Zael. She's gonna do it with me. And yeah. We're gonna read it off our phones if that's all right. Y'all. Is it on? This is entitled To Raise a Black Boy. To raise a black boy is to always keep cocoa butter in the cabinet.
To always make sure his lineup is tight.
To make sure he has nice shoes, but not the best. So that he understands that his worth is not defined by what he wears on his feet. To raise a black boy is to teach him about his history.
Even the parts you would both rather forget.
To show him he has more role models than just the same 5 black people we hear about every February. To raise a black boy
is to answer the hard questions like,
Mommy, why are there no black superheroes?
Mommy, why does the villain always wear black?
To know that his skin has become synonymous with something to be feared. To raise a black boy
is to train his tongue so that the word nigga doesn't roll off it so easily.
To teach him that is not a word that belongs to him.
It belongs rather to the sneering vowels formed in hate. And that if
anyone mistakes his name for nigga, he can politely reply, I'm nobody's nigga. My mama says I'm a prince. To raise a black boy
is to teach him how to smile.
So that the whites of his teeth might mask the melanin of his skin. So that he doesn't look menacing.
So that he doesn't look threatening.
Even though how could he? My God, he was only 13. To raise a black boy
is to tell him he can be whatever he wants to be.
Except well-spoken.
Except successful.
Except well-informed. Because to be those things in black is to walk around with a target on your back. To raise a black boy
is to watch the news with him.
And when he cries, because he will cry, to know that you can't comfort him the way you want to, because there are some lessons he must learn on his own.
To know that comforting him is like putting a band-aid on a broken bone and telling him, honey,
it's all better now. To raise a black boy is to breathe a sigh of relief every time he comes home safely at night.
To explain to him why his
white friends
don't have to check in every 5 minutes.
Why his white friends didn't hear the race talk before they heard the sex talk.
Why his white friends are not him.
And why he is not his white friends.
And
therefore cannot walk with the same security they do. To raise a black boy is to hear the uncertainty in your voice when you promise him that he is safe.
To know that some boys aren't afforded that luxury.
And that some mothers don't have the privilege of making that promise. To raise a black boy is to know that he was never a boy to begin with.
To know that some boys don't ever get the chance to be boys.
To know that while some boys spend childhoods of some boys are presented guilty upon arrival. To raise a black boy
is to know that no matter how tightly you hold your hands over his eyes,
you cannot shield him from a world out to teach him a lesson. To know that no matter how carefully you cradle him in the palm of your hand,
you cannot keep him safe.
You cannot keep him safe. He is not safe. To raise a black boy is to learn how to hug him without closing your eyes.
What do you hope to accomplish in your singing career next year?
Well, I just want to get people to know me as much as possible, and yeah.
What do you mean by that?
People to get to know me as much as possible, and then that they know who I am, and that I'm not just a person who's singing and not known by Hollywood.
So your plan for next year is to go to Hollywood?
Get noticed. And you said that I was going to go to Hollywood at 7, and I was 4. I asked you, and you said when I was 7 I would go to Hollywood, and I'm 8.
So you want to get noticed by Hollywood, I see.
Yes.
And what do you want to do in Hollywood?
Sing.
What else?
Sing.
What else?
And if you don't know it by now, the third one's gonna be what? Sing. Mothers.
Is there anything you could possibly want to say now?
Bye.
Toodles. Ciao. Arrivederci, darling.
About a mahoochie, darling?
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Bye.
Bye.
I still perform. I started performing at Rodraka's when I was 10, and I stopped there at 13, so everyone got to see me through puberty, which was fun. So fun. Lovely. And I did a few shows there, and now I'm doing a show in Selma, which you all should come see. Harry, the musical, based off of the horror movie. It's going to be bloody time. So there are these flyers in the back. If you want to take one, it has the dates on the back, so you can come see me because you love me. But this next song is, so in the show I play Chris, who is the bully, and she is basically the one who's bullying Carrie the most. And so this is a song called "The World According to Chris." Guess what? Ever since the world began, same plot. Everyone's been dumping on their fellow man, pounding people they feel better than. I hope you're taking notes, cause you feel everyone deserves a shot. Get real, some of us have got it, girl, and some got squat. That's the truth, oh honey, like it or not. I hate to break it to you, my daddy taught me you get nowhere being nice. So now I'm sharing his advice. The world according to Chris is better to strike than get struck, better to screw than get screwed. You probably think it's bizarre, but that's the way things are. Yeah, it was just an excerpt so that you guys can come see. My teacher in the back is like freaking out. She's like, "Oh no, it stops after 1 minute." It's like, no, I planned that. You give them a taste. And also, like, there's other people that sing on the song, so it's not just me. And I had to be a man. I was like, "Trust me, I swear." Yeah, no. That would not have been cute. I'm not a tenor. You want more? Okay. Okay. So the next one is by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and you've probably heard of Hamilton. I don't know, it's kind of like this obscure musical, nobody's ever heard of it. But it's like really famous, and so this is one of his previous works. It's from In the Heights, and when I first found this, I was like, this is a rap musical in Spanish. I was so shook. I was like, this is literally my two cultures together. I need to do this. So unfortunately, I won't be rapping today, but nobody wants to see that. Spoken word is as far as I go, and like in the realm of rapping. So this is Breathe from the musical In the Heights. It's fine. Andando el camino por toda su vida, respira, This is my street, I smile at the faces I've known all my life. They regard me with pride, and everyone's sweet. They say you're going places. How can I say back and she's walking real slow. Welcome home, just breathe. Just breathe. As the radio plays old forgotten boleros, I think of the days when the city was mine. I remember the praise of the adoro, quiero. The neighborhood waved and said, Mina, be brave and you're gonna be fine. Maybe it's me, but it all seems like lifetimes ago. So what do I say to these faces that I used to know? Hey, I'm home. Hey, they're not worried about me. They are all counting on me to succeed. I am the one who made it out, the one who always made the grade. Well, maybe I should have just stayed home. When I was a child, I stayed wide awake, climbed to the highest place on every fire escape, restless to climb. I got every scholarship, saved every dollar, the first to go to college. How do I tell them why I'm coming back home with my eyes on the horizon? Just me and the GWB, asking Gina, what'll you be? Straighten the spine, smile for the neighbors. Everything's fine, everything's cool. The standard reply, lots of tests, lots of papers. Smile, wave goodbye, and then pray to the sky. Oh God, and what will my parents say? Can I go in there and say, I know that I'm letting you down? Just okay, so I think, is it good? Okay. So my next song is Gone by Leanne Havas, who's amazing. Look her up, she's so cute. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you sound now.
When I waited for you, there was no show. Made myself believe the untrue. How could I not know that it seemed easier just to lie? But I found you out. This is my last goodbye. soul, keeping everything in tune. What the heck, man, last time I checked, man, we had it all. It was just me and you. So what happened to you? Thought I knew you. No more chances. I'm gone, gone, gone. Don't wait for me, I'm gone. 'Cause when I waited for you, there was no show. Made myself believe the untrue. How could I not know? 'Cause you used to be my life and soul, keeping everything in tune. What the heck, man, last time I checked, man, we had it all. It was just me and you. So what happened to you? Thought I knew you. No more chances. I'm gone, 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 gone. 'Cause you used to be my life and soul, keeping everything in tune. What the heck, man, last time I checked, man, we had it all. It was just me and you. So what happened to you? Thought I knew you. No more chances. I'm gone, gone, gone. I'm gone, gone, So this next song is another Beyonce because I love her. And this was there's one more before the video. Okay. This is one of her, like, it was on Lemonade, but it's only on Tidal exclusive. I don't have Tidal, but I have YouTube. So, this is Die With You by Beyonce. I don't have a reason to cry, but I have every reason to smile. And I don't have a reason to lie when you're already reading my mind. And I don't have a reason to be if I can't be with you. And I don't need airwaves if I can't sing your song. No, I don't need hands if I don't get to keep you warm. And I don't really need myself if I don't need you. 'Cause darling, I wake up just to sleep with you. I open my eyes so I can see with you. And I live so I can die with you. No, I don't really need these fingers if I don't get to touch your spine. No, I don't need legs if I ain't walking by your side. And I don't really need to if I can't be with you. 'Cause darling, I wake up just to sleep with you. I open my eyes so I can
old are you, Imani?
7.
7. Now, do you think this is something you're going to want to do?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a thing that I wanted to be doing since I was little. And it's just my dream that hopes to become true.
What is that dream again?
What I just did, singing, and I wanted to be a singer, an actress, and a model.
I was very ambitious. So this next poem is entitled The Possibility, and I'm using my phone as a crutch. I wrote it last week, but hopefully I'm slightly memorized. So it's called The Possibility. I've come to terms with the possibility that I might struggle for a bit. Might become a perpetual member of the dreaming class of America, the ones pouring your coffee while reciting dance moves or lyrics or lines, the ones hiding scripts under mountains of paperwork, the ones spending Saturday mornings, Tuesday afternoons, Monday lunch breaks auditioning. I've come to terms with the possibility that I might have to live off top ramen for a while and pretend that stuff actually tastes good. Turning a 35-cent investment into a 5-course meal. Always being the one that you have to spot when the dinner check comes, but my friends don't mind, because they know that my piggy bank is filled with investment money for a dream. A down payment on a Tony Award, saved for a rainy day that I might sing in. I've come to terms with the possibility that I might spend more time on the ground than I do on my feet. Hearing no 100 times before a maybe. Always doubting. Hearing no 100 times before a maybe, always questioning, doubting, but always working, studying bootleg copies of Broadway productions like an athlete studies tapes of championships, testing flexibility, testing might, testing patience, working in the period of waiting because these are the sacrifices we make. I've tried to come to terms with the possibility of never following this dream. I've since come to terms with the fact that I can't. Before I sing my last song, I'd just like to thank everybody for being here. Thank you, Mindy, for doing the lights and the sound and like everything. Thank you, Valley Harvest Fellowship, for hosting us. Thank you, Julie Graham, for filming. Thank you, John Whittle, for getting our videos together. Yeah, you can see the evidence. I really was that sassy. Thank you to my mom for like running around and putting this all together. Yes. And so this last song is from the musical Wild Party, and it's called Life of the Party. Who needs money? Not me. Who needs fortune or fame? I don't need a new career, a sympathetic ear, a name. All I need is time to play. Only want the game. Point me to the mic. I know what I like. Don't you wanna be the life of the party? Don't you wanna be the cream of the crop? Don't you wanna feel those shivering fits till someone calls it quits or someone calls the cop? Don't you wanna land the role of a lifetime? Well, hurry up and get down on one knee, 'cause you can play the life of the party if you can pray with me. Who needs lovers? Not I. Who needs heaven above? Don't have time for things unsaid, for baking bread, for love. All I need is room to fight, hand in fisted glove. Point me towards the sky. It's my turn to fly. Don't you wanna be the life of the party? Don't you wanna be the top of the heap? This is where the jamboree never